trying to hit up a little movement reset, if you have been stuck at a desk all day and you haven't done any movement, or maybe you're actually recovering from injury, you're trying to build a foundation of strength, but like all the workouts out there just feel super, super difficult, then this workout is for you. We're using our chair. These are our exercises. It's only going to take you 10 minutes because that is the daily 10. And I promise you that if you continue to do this workout, particularly making sure that you're repeating it at least a couple of times a week for the next 4 weeks, you are going to be blown away with the strength and the vitality that you feel in your body. You're just going to feel better. And that's really the power of training and training consistently. But sometimes we can't just go straight into a super intense workout. So build from here. We're working the glutes, we're working the upper body, we're working a little bit of the cardio system because we're going high to low, we're working our core and our pelvic floor because that often gets neglected. I don't want to talk too much because we don't have that much time, right? This is a daily 10. So let's get on with it. Here we go. Hands down, step back, step in, reach up. Yeah, that's the easiest variation that we're taking today. Reaching up. Of course, actually, if you're feeling like it's too intense to reach up, you can just stand up and work with this. If you want to make this harder, but still keep it low impact, hands to the floor, step back, step in, reach up to the toes. So we're just lifting the heels, coming down and then driving up. Okay, now move your chair, or you don't actually have to, I just have to. You can keep your chair where it is and just turn around slightly. We're gonna take a staggered stance. So I'm gonna extend my left leg forward, bend my right leg, and I'm gonna come to sit down onto the chair. I'm gonna use mostly my right leg to stand up, almost to the point where you stand up, your heel comes off. So we're coming down, standing up, coming down, standing up. Harder variation. Maybe you keep the leg off as you come down, put it down, stand up. Lift off, drop, put it down, use it to help you stand up. Full variation is, of course, single leg to the chair. We've got 3 seconds left and we can take our rest here. How you going? So, staggered stance. Place your left foot now so that your ankle is underneath your knee and keep it in that position. Right leg extends. Let's stand up. Maybe you're keeping that leg off. This is the hardest variation, which is just a straight single leg squat to the chair. Or staggered, where maybe you keep it off, put it back on, but you're still making sure that we've got about, I would say like 70-30, even 80-20 in terms of 80% this leg doing the work, 20% the other leg just supporting. And then of course we can do the full B stance variation where the leg stays down. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna move into push-ups next. So you don't need to move your chair, but I do. So for this one, what I really want you to pay attention to, and I'm gonna take my jumper off now, is what is going on with your scapula. So as you start to come down, try not to let this happen, okay? We want to avoid that at all costs. So I'm really going to firm up my core here, okay? Belly draws in, shoulder blades draw down and back, and I'm going to keep my glutes squeezed as I lower down, lower down, lower down, lower down, and then if I can't push back up again, put the foot down, help yourself back up. But the priority, and don't worry, we get another set of these. I know you were worried. The priority for the push-ups is to always draw those shoulders down and back. Okay. Next up, we have a very fun exercise where you get to mount the chair. And the reason I love this one is because we get a nice stretch of the glute. So come onto your chair, straight left leg. It's gonna come down to the floor and then we're gonna kick it up and back. So notice I get a stretch, but then I'm actually gonna kick up and out to the side. Up and out to the side. Belly really remains like active, if that makes sense. So I want your abdominals to be stabilizing your trunk so that you can just move that thigh bone in the joint, in the hip joint, which is your glute doing that work, okay? I'm gonna move my chair slightly. Oh, this is gonna be way too salacious angle, so I'm gonna just move it over slightly. Okay, so from here, we've got 5 seconds of our rest. Get yourself into position, firm up that core. And notice, when I do this, it's like at an angle. So I'm not going back, I'm not going out to the side. It's kind of like in and then out. And that helps us to really access those glute fibers in the best way. So it's not just working the top part of the glute, it's actually working the glute max as well. Keep your ribs drawing in so that the abs are engaged. 2, 1. You should feel it like kind of spicy there. Okay, next up, we have our high plank twist. So I'll show you the different variations. Remember, you can always move the chair off to the side. Let's go. Plank position. Take the heels over to the right side. Lift that left arm off. Hold here. Change. Now, before you rush to intensify this exercise, we're not just working the obliques here. So if you're not feeling like a lot in your obliques, what we're actually also training is these delicate pelvic floor muscles and our inner thigh muscles, which often get a little bit neglected. So that's why I want you to be really careful with that foot placement. Really be aware of what's happening so that we're working the right areas. Okay, and we continue to work through our rest. So take a little break. We're getting ready for our chair burpee, okay? Let's go. Reaching up, hands down, step back, step in, step up, and reach. If you want to do the full variation, hands down, step back, in, up, and reach. And of course, if you want to go all the way down to the floor, you absolutely can. Please be my guest. But this is a chair-based workout. For those of you that are building back the foundation of strength, maybe you just want a little reset in your day. Take a rest, but you're not quite ready for really, really intense movements. And the good thing about this session that we're doing is that you can build up. So over the next few weeks, repeat this workout. Get ready for your B stance. Let's go down to the chair and then drive up. And you'll notice that you are building strength. You are getting you are laying the foundation so that you can build on that over time. I think it's so common for us to try to chop and change our workouts so much. But actually, if you just stick to the same workout, at least for a 4-week period, you will then start to see how much your strength and your body adapts. And that's so motivating. Get ready to do the other side. Way more motivating than kind of just like doing a whole bunch of different workouts and then questioning like, am I even fit? Am I even getting fit? Is this even working? I think it's working. You kind of get guilted into training rather than really understanding the benefit. So that was a bit of a rant, a little exercise rant. But the reason that I just so believe in the repetition, it's not even about believing in it, it's just like hard facts. That's how our body makes adaptations, is when the repetition, when the stress of the exercise is valuable enough for the body to make changes. But if it's not like stimulating enough, then it's just not going to make those adaptations, and then you feel worse, you feel like you're wasting your time. And we do not want that, especially not in the Daily 10 community, because we are time poor. Okay, here we go. So push-ups to the chair. Here we go, shoulders down and back. Activate through your core to perform this movement, okay? And my recommendation would be to make sure that you're putting your chair up against the wall for this. Mine's obviously sliding, so I've got a little bit of an extra core challenge to try to make sure that I don't push it away as I take the push-up. 4 seconds left. How many more reps can we get of these push-ups? Beautiful. Take a little rest. And if you're feeling frisky, like don't take the rest. Work through the rest. It's an extra 15 seconds, so that's a 45-second set. So over time, you can really build this to be your own workout. Okay, here we go, kickbacks. So remember, we're trying to follow the lines of our glute. Now, I don't expect you to know those, but it's really helpful to know that the glute is not just, we're kind of doing something in between like hip extension and then hip abduction, which is out to the side. And it's really gonna help us to build that shape in our booty, that peachy shape. Rounded, sculpted, beautiful. By all means, keep working in that rest period if you'd like to. Maybe like is the wrong word to use. If you're feeling motivated to. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm getting a nice stretch in my glute and then I'm lifting out to the side. So it's a mix of both abduction, where we're abducting the leg away from the center line, and extension. Now I use these words so that we can stay on the same page, but also because sometimes the jargon in the fitness space is a little bit confusing and overwhelming. And so while yes, ideally it's being simplified, I just think you're smarter than that. Like, why not learn these really common terms that your physios, your doctors, your trainers, your coaches will know and understand and use. It's a much better way to take care of your body when we're sort of all speaking the same language as best as possible. Alrighty, high plank, oblique twist. Do it from the chair or do it from the ground if you're feeling ready and up for it. We're coming over to the side here, really aware of what's happening to your hips. Don't let them start to sag over to the side. This is not what's happening. We're not doing this. We're seeing if we can maintain that integrity across the movement. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Awesome work, guys. How was that for you? Daily 10 community. I know I've been a little bit MIA. I know that I cropped my head off in that first exercise, so I apologize for that. Voltaire's quote is, "Perfect is the enemy of good," but it's also the enemy of done. But the reality is that good enough, done consistently, is what actually creates real change. So I was like, do I release it? Do I not? And then in the end, if I don't, then, you know, my week kind of gets ahead of me. And then, it's a whole other week where I haven't given you guys a fresh new workout and a fresh new set of training that I want you guys to commit to. And I think that you can think of this in your own training, in your own fitness and exercise. Often we are like searching the internet for like the best program, the best workout, the best thing that we can do. But in reality, like, we just need to get started. We just need to do it. And so thank you so much for sharing your training with me today. And I can't wait to see you guys again tomorrow.